Kanjani from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology. Welcome to the online lecture series on kinematics and theory of machine. In this session, we will learn about belt drives. Okay, so let's start our session and begin with the derivation for length of an open belt drive. Okay, so now let's consider a flat open belt drive in which we are considering pulley number 1 and pulley number 2. Pulley number 1 is your driving shaft and pulley number 2 is mounted on your driven shaft. So over here, first we have to consider that the radius of your driving shaft is R1 and radius of your smaller shaft or driven shaft is, let's consider as a R2. Okay, then the third, that is the horizontal distance, or we can say the distance between two shafts is measured with the symbol of X. Okay, so now here we want to calculate that how much amount of length is required to completely connect these two pulleys. Okay, so that is the total length of your belt. Now to calculate that amount, we can simply observe this diagram that your belt is wounded or mounted on these two pulleys in such a way that it is making a length of that is starting from point G, JE. So this is the total arc which is mounted on your driving, which is connected which is in connection with your driving shaft. Okay, so now over here, how can you measure this length? So that is the addition of your arc GJE plus length EF plus from FKH arc to the, that is your third component, and fourth one, that is your again joining point G and H. Okay, so by adding these two arcs and these two lengths, we can calculate the total length of this belt. Okay, so now over here we can say, but in this diagram you can observe that this object is symmetrical with this horizontal axis. So we can we can simply say that the arc GJ, or that is the horizontal arc, for this case if you consider that arc GJ is similar in amount, that is with the, over here let's consider that is your arc GJ. So this amount of arc is same with this upper half, or we can say JE. So now over here GJ is divided into JE 2 times. Similarly, your horizontal line EF is similar with the top and bottom, that is with GH. So you can replace this EF and GH with a similar amount of 2 times EF. And your arc FK 2 times, if you make this arc FK, then it will make FKH. So simply considering symmetrically about your horizontal axis, you can say that length of belt is 2 times arc of JE plus EF plus arc FK. Okay, so now we will calculate these 3 terms one by one. Okay, so now let's first calculate arc JE. Now we have simple equation that if you want to calculate arc is equal to, so we have simple equation arc is equal, or we can say angle is equal to arc upon radius. If you consider theta is equal to arc upon radius. So over here we can say that arc is equal to theta into radius. Okay, so now you have to calculate. Now we have value of radius, that is R1, which is with our initial data with the specification of this pulley. But now what is the angle? Theta. So now over here we can say, we can observe over here that the angle theta is made up with this 90-degree angle plus this inclination alpha. Okay, now the same angle alpha we can draw over here. How it can be? So let's consider this one as your vertical line. So with the help of, with respect to this vertical line, this horizontal is making 90-degree. So we can transfer this vertical line to the horizontal. Similar way, this line which is connecting your belt and your driving pulley. Okay, so this line, now if you sketch perpendicular from that point, so this point will be the similar point which is joining your O1 and O2 line over here. Okay, so over here you can consider this line O1 and O2 which is joining, which will, this line will make the same length or same angle with this vertical line. Okay, so in this way we can say that alpha can be considered over here. Okay, so you have to calculate the angle alpha first. Okay, so now let's calculate angle alpha. So in this diagram, if you consider that if you want to calculate this angle alpha, okay, so for that you can say that sine alpha, that is opposite side upon nearby side. So over here O1m upon O1O2. Okay, so over here we can say that sine alpha is always the opposite side upon hypotenuse. So over here, if you consider the right angle triangle in this arrangement, so for triangle O2MO1, okay, so over here we can say for triangle O2MO1, for this triangle we can say this one is your opposite side and this one is your hypotenuse. So we can say that the distance O1m upon O1O2, that is your hypotenuse, will give you the sine alpha. Okay, now how can we calculate this O1 into m distance? Okay, so now to calculate this distance, we can consider that the whole distance O1e is your radius of pulley 1, that is R1. Okay, now we have taken parallel line, that is with EF, which is matching, which is starting from O2 and intersecting at point M. So over here, these both the line having the same length. Okay, so now for that case, if you consider now this length, that is EM, it will be the similar to your radius of your smaller pulley. Okay, or we can say R2. Okay, so over here we can say this one is your distance R2, because this distance, this vertical distance is similar with this. Okay, so now the remaining distance can be obtained by R1 minus R2 divided by x. Okay, so this equation will give you the value of sine alpha. Now over here we can observe that this value of angle is very small. Okay, so if you consider the alpha is very small amount, then we can say that sine alpha is equal to alpha, and that's why your final equation alpha is equal to R1 minus R2 into x. R1 minus R2 upon x. Okay, so now in this equation, if you want to calculate arc JE, so we have simple equation, arc is equal to angle into radius. So for arc JE we can say angle, that is your pi by 2 or 90 degree. Okay, so pi by 2 plus alpha angle into your radius R1. Similarly for arc FK, that is on counter side over here again the angle will be alpha. So over here what will be the angle of contact between them? So to calculate this F point, we can say that 90 minus alpha degree will give us the arc of this contact point built on upper half. Okay, so over here we can say arc FK is equal to radius R into bracket pi by 2 minus alpha. Okay, so these two equations are giving us the value of arc JE and arc FK. Okay, now let's move with the calculation of EF. So now next calculation for EF. So in this case we are considering this equation as the previous derivation. Okay, so now EF, that is this horizontal length. Okay, so now this length EF will be similar to your O2M length. Over here we can say the O2M length is similar to your EF. Now how can we calculate this? So over here we have considered right angle triangle. So by considering Pythagoras theorem, we can say that O2M is equal to under root of hypotenuse square minus adjacent side square. Okay, so under root of O1 O2 square minus O1 M square will give us the length of O2M. Okay, now over here O1 and O2, so this distance is known as a horizontal distance between these two pulleys, that is x. So that's why under root of x square minus this distance, that is your R1 minus R2 whole square. Okay, so now from this equation we can put x square as common. So it will become x as a common term, and we can write under root of 1 minus R1 minus R2 upon x whole square. Okay, now to solve this equation, that is under root of certain terms, we can use that we can consider that this equation can be solved by binomial theorem, and which says that your bracket terms, so over here you can say 1 minus 1 by 2 of this term square plus and so on many terms. Okay, so now by neglecting all other terms having the value R1 minus R2 square having in higher terms, so we can neglect all that terms, and we can simply say that this equation can be written as x into 1 minus R1 minus R2 upon x square. So over here we can cancel out one x and the final equation will become EF is equal to x minus r1 minus r2 whole square upon 2x. Okay, so now we can put these terms EF, arc JE and arc FK in our final equation of length and we can derive this equation. Okay, so now putting this value in equation of length, so we can say 2 times your first arc JE, that is your this term, and arc FK is your second term and intermediate term is your EF. Okay, so we can achieve this equation. Now simplifying this equation. Now to simplify this equation we have to multiply this r1 with both the terms. So we can say over here, let's multiply this term with both the terms. So over here r1 into pi by 2 plus r1 into alpha, this intermediate term will be as it is. Now the third term, that is r2 into pi by 2 minus r2 into alpha. Okay, now in this equation we can take pi by 2 as common term from both the r1 and r2. So we can say pi by 2 into r1 plus r2. Similarly we can take common the angle alpha also. Okay, so if you take common alpha from both the terms and pi by 2 from both the terms, so your equation will become 2 times pi by 2 into r1 plus r2. Over here alpha taking common, so r1 minus r2, and this second term can be written as it is. Okay, so now we can put value of alpha in this equation. So by simply multiplying these two inside, we will simplify this equation and putting the value of sin alpha, that is equal to r1 minus r2 upon x, that we have derived in just previous slide. So we will put that equation, put the value of alpha over here. So in this equation, by putting value of alpha and all other terms are as it is. Okay, so now so r1 minus r2 whole square will become your common term. So now if you refer these two terms, that is 2 times r1 minus r2 whole square upon x minus 1 time r1 minus r2 whole square upon x. So we can write that it is a 1 time only r1 minus r2 whole square upon x. Okay, all other terms are as it is. So this is the simple equation. Okay, now in this equation let's consider if you want to derive this equation in terms of diameter. So that is your length of arc is equal to pi by 2. Here r1 can be replaced with d1 by 2, again d2 by 2. So 2 can be taken as common. Over here the square will become 4 times. So the final equation of length of open belt drive can be written as pi by 2 of d1 plus d2 plus 2x plus d1 minus d2 whole square upon 4x. Okay, so this equation is very useful for the calculation and numerical based on this length of belt drive are sometimes asked in GTU examination. Okay, so now let's derive one more equation for the length of cross belt drive. Okay, so over here you can observe the change that in case of flat belt drive, your diagram is connecting this line in such a way that your intermediate point is connected in this way. But over here it is cross belt drive, so your arrangement is making in such a way that now you have to get this perpendicular angle, you have to add this radius r1 and r2. Okay, so by applying simple change of that, over here you can again calculate that the total length is equal to arc GJE plus EF plus FKH plus GH. Okay, so in this again you can take symmetrical. Okay, so with comparison to open belt drive, here the final answer will give only change in this d1 minus d2 will be replaced with d1 plus d2. All other terms will be same as we have derived in open belt drive. Okay, so this is the basic equation of length of and cross belt drive. Okay, thank you.